Good day to you all, friends and thinkers alike. My name is John Dewey, and I come before you today to propose an idea so new, so brave, so radical that some of you might not agree. The philosophy of experimentalism, where rather than having our students cram their minds with books, words, and intangible knowledge, they'd experience the world through their own eyes, and then take those experiences to form knowledge of their own. And if you're wondering what evidence I have to prove that experimentalism does work, I've ran a school for the last 5 years where all the students learn through this method of learning, and they're flourishing. And with this idea sparking from my early days of schooling, I think that it could provide a much-needed jumpstart to our public schooling system. Growing up in a Midwestern farm town, schooling was nothing spectacular. But this did not stop me from diving into the schooling that was provided. And as I progressed, I ended up graduating high school at 15 and going to Virginia University. This is where the idea of experimentalism started for me. I thought back on my school years and how I had learned and how melancholy the learning was. We never did any scientific labs or went to museums or actually saw how a motor ran. We sat in a classroom for a few hours each day, read through a textbook, and then did a set-out activity from the teacher. Now, I'm not saying my schooling was bad, but I'm saying that now I've found a way to improve it. Now, I know that most of you have had an education of some sort, whether that be a high school diploma or a PhD, you've all experienced schooling. All of you have probably experienced the traditional method of schooling. Going to school, reading through the textbook, going over the information as a class. This might well have worked for you to remember the information for 2 hours or maybe even the next day. What if you could remember that information for a week or a month with a bit of study? This is possible with experimentalism. When you interact with the material in more ways than just reading it, your brain develops new connections that will help you recall the information over time. And when you get hands-on with something that you're trying to learn, such as sailing or how a motor works, your brain can develop even more diverse connections that will help you learn it even better. And as I said before, I've created a school where all the students learn through this method of experimentalism, and all of them are doing exceptional, and are all loving school because of the innovative, hands-on approach that's being used. Experimentalism can and is working to improve today's schooling. Now, I know that some of you have children of your own in the public schooling system, and I wonder what their learning is like. They might say the best part of the day is lunch, or they have nice teachers, but what if they came home after school and told you about an awesome lab in science, where they made exploding volcanoes to demonstrate magma movement? To me, the second one sounds like a much happier kid. So I'm asking you to help me integrate experimentalism into our public schools, so that we can help our children build a better future for everyone. Thank you.